And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Open man is Osborne. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
Here we go.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. Oh, good move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Here we go.
Metcalf motions left. Walker now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You talk about this Rams defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. It's nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Oh, look at the juke. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Nice linebacker play.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with...
And a loose football! Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to pump this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A give to Williams, running right. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
19, Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends no...
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up.
Incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Blaster, 6. Black Ultra.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the draw, here's Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Touchdown, Rams!
Javonte Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Down. 6. Mega. Smash, red.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Walker. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're going right back to Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll look to throw here.
That is caught. He's got room at the 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Calvin Austin,
83 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Little short pass here to Hill. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on their way to a 2-0 start. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Here we go, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie.
Touchdown, LA!
Gabriel Davis,
42 yards.
And the Rams have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Calvin Austin
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Back to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. One play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Justin Fields.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 84 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go, Slide.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up.